I love unsweetened iced tea. Now, there's an interesting thing about unsweetened iced tea. If you let it sit around, even after it's been brewed and put in a cup, for a little while, it starts to get a little bit bitter. I mean, not because the tea bag's been in there a while, but it starts to ferment and turns into something that doesn't taste like tea. Now, case in point, McDonald's. If you go to McDonald's in the morning, just a little science experiment for some of you out there, go to McDonald's in the morning and get yourself a cup of unsweetened iced tea. It is absolutely fabulous. One of the best iced teas you can buy in a fast food restaurant. Now, a little later on in the day, why don't you go back to McDonald's and buy some more unsweetened iced tea? Now, this never fails. Anytime I want to buy a cup of unsweetened iced tea from McDonald's, I have to look at my watch and see what time it is, because after a certain hour, towards the afternoon and early evening, their iced tea is rancid. It is horrible, and I've been to many, many McDonald's. McDonald's unsweetened iced tea afternoon to evening is wretched. It's horrible, and it has no resemblance to what was there in the morning. Now, why would this be? Well, as I mentioned before, if you put it in a cup, let it sit for a while, it starts to ferment and turn into whatever. And I'm sure somebody out there can actually take a pH test of McDonald's iced tea in the morning and McDonald's iced tea in the end of the day and see what the difference is. But the truth of the matter is, McDonald's doesn't refrigerate their iced tea. Now, for what it's worth, the sweetened tea, they could get away with that. They could put the sweetened tea out and use the spigot, pour some ice in it, and at the end of the day, it'll be fine. Because the sugar is something of a deterrent against the fermenting process. It just slows it down in certain regards. Think of it as like a brine. It does slow down the process. But unsweetened tea, by the end of the day, it really starts to get wretched in McDonald's. Now, as a direct contrast, if you go to White Castle has unsweetened iced tea, but they keep it in a jug in their refrigerator under the counter. So anytime you order iced tea in White Castle, especially unsweetened, they reach under the counter. There's a little refrigerator there. They take out the jug, they fill up your cup, and it's always fresh. So what McDonald's needs to do is simply this. They need to put more ice in that iced tea on a regular basis, if not refrigerated, preferably refrigerated during the day, because it does need to be cold all day. Or they have to change the spigot, whether or not they've emptied it out or not. So if they know that's the same iced tea that's been there all day, they need to change that at least every X number of hours, so that by the time it starts to turn, they get it out, they put a fresh batch in its place. And this is something McDonald's needs to do, because I don't like the crap shot of it all. I drink unsweetened iced tea every day when I'm there. Well, not every day. Anytime I go to McDonald's, I drink the unsweetened iced tea, and I hate having iced tea at the end of the day that tastes stale and wretched and disgusting. So McDonald's, that's today's idea today, needs to refrigerate their unsweetened iced tea so that it stays fresh all day.
And I don't need any of you people to subscribe to my channel. I don't need anything at all, except maybe this chair. And that's it. I only need the chair. And maybe this paddleball game, and the remote control, and the ashtray, and nothing else. I don't need anything. And this lamp. But I don't need any subscribers.